Hi, I'm Ken Hamlin, and this is Hammer Talk. Let's start off with the Houston Rockets. Of course, Harden had 13 turnovers in the final game of the NBA playoffs against the Golden State Warriors. Yes, people, I said 13 turnovers. You don't win games when you play like that. And as he said in the postgame, it is what it is. Nonetheless, thanks to the entire team for an exciting season. There's always next year.
Here with Judith, I want to ask you about the Houston Rockets, the season that they had, and just what do you think, was it a great season for them, or do you think that it's either win or it's a bust?
I think it was a great season. It was disappointing that they did not go all the way. I really wanted them to win, but overall, I think they did a great season. They had a great show.
Now, of course, I'm talking earlier, you're a LeBron fan, so you didn't really have that much going on to this season. So with Houston making it to where they were, you just wanted to see that matchup with LeBron?
I sure did. I think that would have been an exciting playoff. I think it's going to be more exciting than who? This is the Warriors that they're going to be matched up with now with Cleveland. So yes, I really wanted the Rockets to be there in the final playoffs, but there's always next year.
Let's move on to the NFL. All charges of domestic violence against Ray Rice were dropped after he completed court-ordered classes. Ray Rice faced domestic violence charges earlier this year for beating his girlfriend in the elevator. Does he get a second chance to return to the NFL? Now listen, there are a lot of people in the NFL that got a second chance for way worse charges. I don't even want to get into details. But for this guy, I think he's paid his debt. He knows what he did wrong, and he is apologetic to what happened. Now, what do you think?
In the NFL, there's a lot of things going on with domestic violence, and I want to know, well, what do you think about the rise, or isn't a rise in domestic violence going on, and what's the cause of it?
In my opinion, I don't think it's a rise of domestic violence. I think it's people becoming more aware about it. It's just because it's been happening. I know there's a lot of stuff happening with LT and other players in the league, but now the NFL and other organizations and social media is becoming more aware about it, being put in the media, so they're doing something about it now.
While we're talking about football, what about Ray McDonald? He was arrested for a domestic violence charge months ago, and earlier this week was arrested for the same charge, and then arrested again for violating his restraining order. Listen, enough is enough. You get in trouble, you don't go back and get in trouble again for the same thing. It's time to end this domestic violence. It's getting crazy. What's up, guys?
I guess the players growing up, that's all they know. So, going in, they think they can get away with it, which is, it's their life. So that's how I see it. They, grow up with it, and that's all they see.
So you feel like it's a part of their upbringing, and that's the reason for it actually showing itself while they're playing in the NFL.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So most of the players grow up with single parents, and then their dad coming in and out, and abusive families, and that's what I see. So
I want to just expound on that a little bit more. Do you think that playing football all that time, from being a young person and growing up playing it throughout the entire time of their life, do you think that has something to do with being in a violent sport and then putting it, having to go home and play it? Exactly, trying to separate it when you go home?
That's what it is. That's another thing too. You're in it all your life, and how you hitting people, and you get home, you try to separate yourself, and sometimes you can't, and little triggers will get you, and you say the wrong thing, and I can get away with it, but I can't,
So you think it's something that can be done to sort of change this whole problem, or you think that it's just going to have to take some time for people to realize, I guess, the issue at hand and really take some responsibility and get some help for it?
Well, I think the league should. I think they're doing it right now, right? They should keep implementing it, and hopefully the players will follow it, because, like you said, it's separating yourself is going to be the hardest thing.
If you didn't watch the Indy 500, you missed out on a lot of action. Colombian Juan Pablo Montoya won the race after running 200 laps around the Indianapolis Speedway at 215 miles per hour. That's right, 215 miles per hour. He walked away with $2.4 million. This is the second win at Indy. The first one happened in 2000. And for this win, he gets to buy his wife a Bentley. You heard it, a Bentley.
Here with Chef Roy, and wanted to actually have a discussion about the Indy 500. Juan Pablo Montoya won it for the second time, and just give me your experience in the Indy 5, and you know, how long have you been watching it?
You know, as far back as I can remember, you know, as a kid, what really drew me to it, I guess, was the participation of A.J. Foyt, which is a local guy here. You know, he's been in it, and now his crew and, you know, family and all that, been in Indy forever. So it's been kind of a natural thing, I think, for a lot of Houstonians to follow Indy because of that. And so we continue to follow it, and you know, it's a great sport.
Now listen, my ideas are great, and I have plenty of them, but I want to know what you think. I want to know what you want to talk about. Send me your ideas. Facebook, Twitter, you know how to reach me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Ken Hamlin, and you've just been there.